Hey, everybody. What's good? What's good? What's good? Excited to have you guys on here tonight. This is perfect timing for a lot of people, Lasado, right? They're done with work and they can kind of focus, right? So,
Exactly. Everybody
um,
got I got time to focus right now.
everybody got time to focus right now. Like, let's just focus in and get this bag. So, guys, go ahead and share this feed really quickly. Share this feed. Set your watch parties. This information tonight is definitely going to be game changing for anybody. Hey, L'Oreal, what's up, girl? Let me tell you something. Your family, your friends that you've been talking to about money or talking to about increasing or expanding or what's going on with the world. Listen, anytime you see a lot of challenges in the world, it's because it also speaks to opportunity. So actually tonight, Angela asked me to do a launch for cash. And Lasado, I said, I got to have my brother on here because your story is absolutely amazing. People are putting in the chat. Lasado was in Detroit and Michigan last week, and it was fire. They absolutely loved you last week. And of course, you always do such a good job at breaking everything down. So, guys, share this feed really quickly. And Cash, we're excited to have you a part of the team. I know you've invited your family and friends on here tonight. So I'm just looking for everybody to see this information for the first time. This is definitely something that you're going to want to move on. Lamar said your teacup is A1. Teacup. He said, hold on, let me get his coffee. So again, excited to have you guys on here tonight. Lasado, I'm so, I love hearing your story every time. There are a lot of people that are on here listening for the first time. Guys, this information is for anybody. Trading is for anybody. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter any of that. Only thing that matters is you just got to ask yourself two questions. Am I ready to learn? And do I want to be wealthy? And I hope that both of those answers to both of those things are yes. So Lasado, tell me first a little bit about your story. Like, who is Lasado?
So Lesaldo Tavares is a regular kid from Brooklyn, New York. Um, I've been I've been in this industry for 8 years. Before that, I had a six-figure job. You know, the work of the American dream, having a job, two kids, nice house, and like I would say, one day, March 13th, 2013, my whole life changed around for the worse. I remember going into the job that day, and them telling me that I lost the contract. Right, so imagine I was making six figures for 11 years. So the new company that bought the contract out went from me making 130,000 a year to trying to pay me 40,000 a year. And that's when my mind finally opened to, you know what, let me try to work on my own. And when I started trying to work on my own, I had a little money saved up, and I went into a couple of businesses because I think at the time I was more desperate and not knowledgeable of what I was doing. I was just trying to put my money into something, and sometimes that's the worst, when you put your money into something and you don't have no knowledge about it. So I ended up losing all the money that I had saved up. Ended up being basically homeless and sleeping on people's couches. I remember a couple of times sleeping on the mega bus just so I could have a warm place to sleep at night. I was at LA Fitness. So, from the years of 2000, I want to say from the beginning of 2015 to August, and I'm gonna be honest with you, to the beginning of 2015 to August 17th, 2017, I have
Mm.
a stable home. I was sleeping in other people's houses, couches, whatever it was. I did not have a stable. I didn't have a bed. I did not have my own place.
Mm.
Imagine you doing that for 2 years, and but a friend of mine showed me this opportunity here.
Mm.
Showed me this opportunity here, late 2016. And man, when I saw it, you know how sometimes you see something and you like, at first you're like, yo, man, I can't believe I'm looking at this.
Yeah.
This could be possible, that I can do this and I can make this type of money.
Yeah.
But the funny part was I was so excited to get in, but then I realized wait, I don't have the money to get in.
Mm.
I didn't have the money. I'm like, man, sign me up. But then I said, wait, but I have no money.
Wow.
So what I had to do was, at that time, I was actually sleeping on my aunt's couch. And at that time, I asked my aunt, listen, can you please do me a favor and lend me $235?
Mm.
I said, you know what? I told her, don't even lend it to me. Because I never liked the word lend. I said, invest into me.
Mm.
I said, invest 235 into your favorite nephew. Invest into him, right? And she
Wait,
gave,
I have to stop you real quick. So Losado, at this point, because you 2 years couch to couch, went from making six figures to making nothing, was homeless. I'm imagining that your self-esteem had to have taken a hit.
well, I feel like everybody in life sometimes has self-doubt. I don't think anybody gets away from that. I don't think anybody is that confident enough in life where they don't have a moment or two where they have some doubt. I mean, we are human, we go through emotions and feelings. And yeah, I had definitely had doubts because I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe this is, I always used to tell everybody, one day I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be rich. I used to
Mm.
gonna be rich. I'm gonna be rich. But after a while, when things are not going your way, you start asking yourself, maybe it's not meant for me, and maybe it's not in the cards for me. So of course, I had plenty of self doubt,
Mm.
plenty of self doubt. I
So,
definitely
so let's pick back up. So you had self doubt. I'm sure people were like, "Okay, what's going on with you, bro? What you gonna do?" and all of that. You sitting down, you talking to your aunt. You said, "Invest in me,"
invest in me.
and she says,
She says, "Well, listen. I mean, if this is gonna help you get off my couch, I'm going to invest in you because this couch is brand new when I got it, and now it's not you anymore because you've been sleeping on it for so long. You've been farting on it. You drooling on it. It was beige, now it's brown. So if this is gonna get you off my couch and get you the hell out of here, I'm going to invest the 235 in you.
"Wow."
So when she put up the money for me to get involved, I see the thing is there's people that treat this like they paid 235, and there's people that treat it like they paid $1 million. I
Mm.
treat it like I paid $1 million because I knew this is all I had.
Mm.
I didn't have a plan B, C, or D. I didn't even know what those plans were. So this
Mm.
is my plan A, and my plan B was this plan, which was plan A. So I studied, I studied, I studied. I watched the videos. I got on people's. I studied until I couldn't even look at charts no more because I knew this was the only thing that I had to
Mm.
get me out of my situation. Because it's so hard to go from living a life of making six figures a year to then making 40, 50,000. You don't understand how to live like that because your brain, your mind, your brain is already accustomed to living a certain life. So,
Yep.
so it's like a high.
Yep.
You need that high, so you're gonna keep chasing to make the same. See, I was chasing. It's funny, Drew. When I did this, listen. If I could make the same $130,000 a year that I was making at my job, I made it because that's what I was chasing.
Mm.
That's what I knew. I couldn't live a lifestyle of 40,000 when I was used to living a lifestyle of making 130,000 a year.
Mm.
So you're always gonna chase that high because that's the high that you're trying to feel again.
Mm-hmm.
But if you looked around, this is the only thing that could have gave me that type of high.
Mm.
So I told myself, listen, like I said, if I could make six figures a year, great. So I started trading. I started. My aunt started lending me money, investing money into my broker account, and I started losing it, and I started losing it, and I started losing it. And I want people to understand one thing, guys. I did not make money trading my first year and a half. Now, is that going to happen to you? No, because with what we got in this company, the education and all the tools, is going to cut your time and probably three-fourths of what it took me, right? But it took me a year and a half, and I did not make no money, and I basically lost a lot of my aunt's. I basically wiped out her whole savings account.
Mm.
And so I remember her lending me $1,000, and she said, "Listen, nephew, this is it.
Mm.
You're gonna make it, or you're gonna have to move on from my house because I've lent you money, invested in time with you. I let you stay here, so you can have a good head on your shoulders, so you can kind of focus. But there comes a time. I was 30. Remember, I was 36 years old at that time. She said,
Mm,
"This comes a time where you have to like figure this out."
mm,
And even her at the time was like, "I don't. You sure this is gonna work? Because I've lent you 8,000 of my money, and I don't have no more money."
mm,
So when she lent me that last $1,000, that's when everything clicked for me. That's when I created my strategy, and that's when I took those $1,000. I don't want to make no income claims, but I took those $1,000 to basically where I'm at today, and led me to where I'm at today. I have never looked back from that $1,000. I actually replaced the couch. I actually retired her. I actually retired my mother, my father. So, you know, for the people who are on this call for the first time, who are new, who are looking at this opportunity, and I like to call it an opportunity because we're giving you an opportunity, right? To give others opportunity, because I always say we gotta pass it forward. So we're showing you this opportunity. We're giving you this opportunity, not for us. It's for you, so that one day pass it forward and give others this opportunity, right? So this opportunity, when I tell you, and I don't want to sound cliche or corny, but it changed my life. Guys, think about it. I went from not having a bed, right, to living in a beautiful penthouse, traveling the world. And now, I'm thinking about this as you see this room right here. I'm here in Puerto Rico, for a couple of days. I've been here since Saturday, right? And it's crazy because I couldn't afford a bed, and now I'm staying here in a penthouse in a hotel that they charge me $900 a night for this room. I've been here since Saturday, and it's mind blowing to me where I came from, because I was just listen. I used to just pray for a bed. I used to,
mm,
when most people pray for riches, I was sleeping on couches and buses praying for a bed. Some of y'all pray for riches. I was just praying for a bed. Just put everything in perspective.
mm,
I wasn't praying for money. I said, listen, God, if you could just get me from a couch to a bed, I'll go from there. But just get me to a bed first. Because before you can walk, you have to crawl, right? So instead of me praying every
mm,
night for millions of dollars, I said, listen, get me from this couch to a bed. And then let me start from a bed, and let me try to get to an apartment for me, hopefully. And
mm,
just amazing the life that I live now because of this opportunity this opportunity that was shown to me not only changed my trajectory, it changed the trajectory for my kids and their kids. And that's what counts at the end of the day. If you have somebody that you love, you can actually change their situation for the better. And and I always tell people, now that I said this in Flint, Michigan, now that I have the money, yeah, this stuff is nice, but I want you to understand the beautiful thing about having money is not the things that you can buy yourself. It's the people that you love that you can help. That's the beautiful thing about having money. And I realize that now. I didn't realize that until I got the money. I say, maybe I don't need this. Maybe I don't need that. Maybe I can help her. I can help him. People that I love, that I always wanted to help. And that's the beautiful thing about being able to have money, is that you can help people that you love, not buy yourself material things, because at the end of the day, that doesn't make you anyway. You know, it's just having people that you love that you can help. And that's
absolutely.
the beautiful thing. And I'm telling you guys right now, you could be at the right place at the right, which you are right here, looking at this live stream, being shown this opportunity. But if you don't take advantage of this opportunity, it's like you was never on this call. It's like you never existed. And I always say this, and this is very powerful, guys. And I know a lot of you guys, and I said this too. I think I said this in Flip, and I say this a lot. And people when I say it, they really grasp it. Because a lot of you guys on this call probably are living like this right now. Listen, I'd rather say oh well than what if. I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to live my life always saying, what if I would have went left? What if I would have went to this school? What if I would have went to this, took this job? What if kills a lot of people? I'd rather be the person that says, you know what? Oh well, I tried it and I failed and it didn't work, but I tried it. I can go to sleep at night knowing that I gave it my 100% and I tried it. I don't want to go to sleep at night always wondering, what if I would have joined? What if I would have gave that opportunity a chance? And what if it would have changed my life? I don't want to live like that, because doubt kills more people than anything else in life, is the doubts. It's the what ifs that drives people crazy. And I want you to understand that if you at the right place at the right time, and if I'm telling you guys, you're gonna regret. You're gonna live with that what if, what if, what if. Live with oh well. If you live with oh well, you can sleep at night.
Absolutely.
But if you live with what if, it's always gonna be on your conscience.
That's so good. Lasada, every time I hear your story, it's really mind blowing that, you were just living on couches and now you're just in Detroit taking care of some business and looking at some real estate investments that we're going to do together. And it's just, the possibilities when wealth comes into your life, like you said, there are really no limits. And this is really for everybody. I mean, you guys, Lasado didn't know anything about trading. I didn't know anything about trading. And now he's gotten so good with trading. He actually has his own app where, called Go Cup. And they actually are going to give you exactly what to buy and what to sell and when. So it takes all the guesswork out. So while you're still learning kind of, well, why did they say buy gold right now? Or why did they say sell gold right now? You can get the strategy by getting on their live sessions, because he has live sessions that he does every single week, him and a couple of his business partners, and you can get on and watch live just like now, right? But while you're still waiting for that, you literally are going to be getting notifications sent right to your phone saying, okay, buy this, okay, sell this. Guys, that's strong. So you literally can learn and earn at the same time. Lasado, talk about how many trade signals or trade ideas you guys send out on average a month, and what are those percentages in terms of how many of those are profiting? Because you guys are doing really well.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, we send out probably like 70 to 80 a month,
Wow.
and usually at the 80 percentile. Usually 8 out of 10. Me personally, myself, listen, I've been on. Forget about on fire. I think I've been in a different level these last 45 days. And if people on this call have the app, you know what I'm talking about. I've just been on a different. I think sometimes when everything when everything it's just your time and you feel like you're in the zone and everything is going right. That's why I've been in the last 45 days myself trading on the app, giving out these trades and these trade suggestions. And like Jules said, the beautiful thing about it is that, listen, while you learning, you can still earn. You know, it's no shame from. Listen, this is the best. You know what this is? This is you trying to cheat off the smart person in class. But this time, if you get caught, it's okay. You're actually gonna make money. You're not gonna spend it. You're actually gonna, if you get caught this time, taking the trade ideas that I send out and my team, and you make money, you're actually gonna be happy this time. You're not gonna get reprimanded from somebody else's tests, right, or somebody else's results. So I'm telling you guys, this, like I said, man, this opportunity it's amazing. I smile every day because of the people that I see that they changing their situation and they're helping others change the situation. And it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. And I've learned this. And one thing I've learned from Jewel is one of the most relentless people I've ever met in my life. Like, like, like Jewel is just a hustler. Let's just call it out and say it. She is just a hustler. There's no other word to define Jewel but a hustler. I don't call many people hustlers because where I'm from, I hustled. So I don't call many people, but let me tell you something. Jewel is a hustler. Let me tell you something, man. And those are the people that I want to align myself with, because those are the people that their mind is always creating something. It's always flowing. They got so much things in their minds. And those are the people that I'm telling you will always bring you to that next level, because
Yeah.
they're never stagnant, they never settle, and they never comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, that's key. That's key, Lasado. Hey, China. China, like, yes, y'all, yes. But yeah, I mean, honestly, and I think that's really what's happening. I think it's like a wake-up call to all the giants that have maybe been sleeping and not knowing that they were a giant. They didn't know that wealth was there. And I think that, my thing is, I was on a call earlier. I did a live earlier with Alex Morton, and we were talking about the election. And let me be clear, I want everybody to go out and vote and exercise your right. But what you need to know is, rather Biden gets in or Trump gets in, you need to control your own economy. And as long as you're waiting to see what's going to happen, no, this is the time now to get aggressive, right? Financial analysts have been talking about what they think is going to happen in the market if Biden gets in, and then financial analysts have been talking about what they think is going to happen if Trump gets in. But here's the thing: if you get educated, you can vote your own self in. You can vote your own self wealthy, right? And so it really doesn't matter if paper stocks, hit the ground, or if real estate hits the ground, or if oil goes up. With what we do with trading foreign currency and cryptocurrency, either way it goes is going to be a win-win for you. So, because we make money whether the market goes up or the market goes down. So, for those of you that are watching, I really want to encourage you to get back with that person that invited you on here, for you to make that small investment. And Losado, I know you forever love your aunt and your parents. I love how you say you retired them. He's taking care of them, staying in a beautiful penthouse in Puerto Rico, $900 a night. And it is important to talk about those things because, listen, I want you to do both. I want you to live a good life, but I also want you to empower other people to live a good life. It is okay to drive good, and it's okay to give somebody the keys to drive good. Like both of those things, you deserve to be able to do both things and to operate on both sides of the fence with absolutely no guilt. Somebody has got to be wealthy. It may as well be you. So you're going to pay one time $324, just one time, and then $274 every 30 days. But we'll help you get 2 customers. And then once you get those 2 customers, and you don't have to get 2 customers every month, then they waive your fee. Some of you are going to want to build a team like Lasaldo, China, Auntie Jeannie. A few of us on here are building a team because we decided that that's what we wanted to do. You don't have to do that. But I would say this, definitely come in here and get educated. Don't let 2020 leave you and then you sitting back on the sidelines talking about woulda, shoulda, coulda, like Losado said. Go ahead and make the decision to get in the game. Don't stay indecisive. Double-minded people work for single-minded people, right? So you just got to be decisive and say, listen, I'm about to go after it. So Losado, what would you say to the brand new person? They don't know nothing about nothing. What kind of support can they expect?
Well, the one thing about this platform that I love is that it's open 24/7 for you. So there's people that can say, well, you know what? I work during the day and I only got this such time that I can actually get on and learn about this. Well, you know what? We have something called Go Live where it's on 24/7, 7 days a week. So it fits everybody's schedule. So if you only got 2 hours a day, 1 hour a day to learn, that's fine. We have somebody on educating you. At the end of the day, we don't have to sell you nothing. Our success should already sold you on what you need to do, And you got to think about it like this. If you're in 2020 and you don't have 235, then you must understand that 2021, you can't make 235 that problem ever again. Like this is a problem you need to solve right now. Because I always say, in order to solve a problem, you must admit you have one. So if you can't afford 235, you must admit, you know what, I have a problem and I need to solve it. Because if I, at this stage of the game, don't have 235 that I can shell out and see if I can learn something that can change my situation, then you have a problem that you need to admit that you need to solve. And listen, because at the end of the day, and I'm not one to talk because I had to borrow the money. I had to borrow the money to get involved. But you know what? Let me tell you something right now. If I said, listen, there's a Lamborghini outside. Your favorite car is outside. Whether it's a Ferrari, a Benz, whatever car is your favorite car is outside. And it's 235. You need to get 235. And you don't have 235, you know what you're going to do? You're going to call 12 people and borrow $20 because that's how much you want your favorite car. So you should think about this opportunity as your favorite car. I'm going to get whatever I got to get. Whether I got to borrow $20 from 20 people, from 10, 12 people to get involved, because this right here is going to get you your favorite car. This right here is going to get you that house you want to live on. This right here is going to get you that bank account that you've been striving for your whole life. This right here is going to let you take the vacations that you want to take. This right here is going to let you live the life that you every day wake up and dream, but then have to realize that you have to go to work. So I'm going to ask you again. If 235 is a problem right now, that means 235 was a problem in 2019, and 235 is going to be 2021. because nothing's gonna change if 235 is a problem right now for you. So you have the support. You have people like Jewel, China, like myself on the platform that educates you. You're in a win-win situation, so you can't even lose. As long as you put in the effort, you can't lose because you're in a win-win situation. So there's no way, oh, can I win? Can I lose? No, you're in a win-win situation. You just got to put the effort up. If you put the effort up, I promise you, we're gonna help you get to where you need to get to.
Man, that is so good. Win-win situation. And that's exactly Vida at Attack Poe. I think I said your name right, babe. She said, I just joined 3 weeks ago and it's the best decision I've ever made. Congratulations on making that decision and, stepping forward. And so many times people don't allow yourself to sit there and just overanalyze. I like what he said. Listen, if somebody talking to me successful saying, hey, run this play, run this play, run this play, just run the doggone play. You know what I mean? So Michelle, there are a couple apps. It's Gold Cup app, but you got to sign up for I Am Master Academy first, babe. So get back with the person that invited you on here. Lissato, it's always so much fun playing with you, brother. I need to get you back in Detroit too, but I'll holler at you about that.
Listen, I'm trying to make Detroit one of my homes, through you. So, we definitely got to get back on that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, listen, guys, thanks so much for joining us. I'll be back on here tomorrow with some more tea for you and some more special guests at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lissato, brother, I love you. I appreciate you. Guys, let's join this wealth movement. Let's finish 2020 stronger than ever. This needs to be the best Christmas of your life. But now's the time to make the decision. So thanks so much for joining tonight. You guys have a good night and God bless. Bye.